Few novels in the 20th century carry the weight of having a scandalous reputation and bringing about cultural change like Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence. It was originally published in 1928, but not in England. Lawrence had to release it privately in Italy and France, and a few copies made their way to the United States. English publishers wouldn't touch the novel. Why not? Because of its explicit sexual content and blunt language. For decades, only heavily censored editions were available. It wasn't until the 1960s that Penguin Books published the uncensored version in Britain. So let's do a little math. The book was originally published in 1928, but it wasn't until 1960 that it was published, as it was originally written, uncensored, in England. That is a whopping 32 years difference. By then, even Lawrence himself was long dead. But publishing an uncensored version of a book is one thing. Getting the authorities to accept it, well, that's quite another. The government immediately charged the publisher under the Obscene Publications Act. What followed was one of the most famous trials in literary history. Prosecutors asked the jury whether this was a book they would want their wives or their servants to read. The defense argued that Lawrence's novel was not pornography, but a serious work of literature exploring human relationships. The court agreed, and the defense and Penguin Books won. Overnight, believe it or not, overnight, 500,000 copies were sold. The victory marked a turning point in censorship and sexual freedom in British literature. And you know what? I am glad that it won, because Lady Chatterley's Lover is a book worth reading.